From my perspective, my personal view is that a lot of the rules are overly complex. They are overly regulatory in certain respects. Some people will disagree with me on that. Hopefully you've got your own ideas on areas that can be reformed, and again we'll get to that very quickly. Next slide, thanks. So we're not just coming to you with a request to give us your views. We've done about 2 months' work trying to look at opportunities to streamline. We've come up with 13 of our own concepts. We're not too sure that we'll get all of those concepts through the Ministerial Council or through the states, but that's our ambition to do that. We want to quickly run through some of those ideas with you. We're not going to dwell on each one of them for a long time, but just to give you a flavour and get some feedback from you on some of our ideas. Next slide, thanks. So the first one is, and this is a picture of my office with all the regulations and the rules that currently apply under the national system. And my office table's fairly big, and yet it covers pretty much the whole table. When you look at it, you've got the national law, you've got regulations, you've got marine orders, you've got about 35 exemptions, and you bundle all of that up with guidelines, etc. It's a lot to get your head around. And one of our key aims is to actually try and reduce the amount of paperwork that is on that table and make it easier for industry to understand. Now you might say, well, what does that actually do for us? Surely that's something that will merely assist the regulator. But what it goes to is consistency, and one of the aims of the national system is to get consistency around the country. And that is a big ambition, but if you have less regulation, clearer regulation, the people who are actually applying it, as in our delegates MSQ in Queensland, if there's less to apply and it's easier to apply, it's going to serve consistency. So that's what we're on about, and if it's consistent, obviously it's better for you. So that's one of the first ones that we're looking at. Next one, thanks.